What? Hey there, guys and gals. This is Comixstravaganza Live, and I am your host, the artist also known to some of you as Big Daddy Cool Johnny Delaraca, John Pyka, along with my co-host, the lovely and talented Miss Dee Martine.
And I only have one name.
That's kind of true. That is kind of true. I guess we got to find a nickname for you. You never had a nickname. No. But maybe we ought to.
Because Dee Martine flows.
Dee Martine.
That's what everybody calls me.
That's right.
Dee Martine.
Yeah, that's right.
And actually, Dee is my nickname.
I know. What? Is your real name Desiree?
No.
Deidre?
No.
Denise?
That's my middle name.
So it's D something Denise. Huh. Well, if you guys out there in the audience, can guess Dee's real first name, we got a prize for you.
And it can't be anybody that knows me.
Okay,
You're disqualified if you know me.
Family and friends are disqualified. So someone will know. Someone out there will know. So anyway, hey, before we get started, Dee, we want to thank our sponsors, Comic Bento. You can get a bento box of comics, a mystery box of graphic novels in your mailbox every month for less than $20. Just click the link in the show notes down below and tell them Dee and Johnny sent you, and that'll be fantastic. And also want to thank our sponsor at AmazingAmp.com. The makers of the Amazing Amp Empower Sound provide us with our audio reinforcement needs when we're on set and out in the field and doing shows and concerts. And last night, I did my debut of my one-man show, Tales from the Flip Side, and used my Amazing Amp from Empower Sound. And it's amazing. I posted the video this morning. It's amazing. I'll show it to you. It's this little unit. This is all the bigger it is. And this sucker pumped out enough sound to fill a 300-seat theater. Wow. And yeah, you can see the video of my performance of Mac the Knife from last night online on my personal Big Daddy Cool page. And I was blown away with how good it sounds. If I do say so myself. I was doing a little singing, a little Mac the Knife. Dee, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, a little bit of everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you were in a mood tonight.
Funny story. So I'm normally like a super healthy eater, right?
Okay.
And
that's not what I heard.
Well, no, hold on. I typically don't eat junk. So we went to the fair last night. And I'm a sucker.
Wilson County Fair?
Yeah. Williamson. No, not Wilson.
Oh.
Williamson County.
Williamson. Okay.
Yeah, it was the last night for that. So we went last night. And I'm a sucker for fair food.
What's your favorite fair food?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Probably the funnel cake, or the caramel apple, or the fried Oreo. I mean, I don't know. So
fried Oreos are pretty good.
So anyway, I ate like everything there, and I woke up this morning like, I don't feel good. I feel like I had a hangover. Seriously. So I've got like a food hangover, if that's a thing.
Now, do you only do like the sweet stuff, or do you like go for like the Italian sausage and the pizza and the cup stuff?
See, I'm not a real big fan of pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like it's so much grease. I just can't handle it. But I did the nachos, and I mean just everything.
Because for me, it's Italian sausage and cheesesteaks and.
No, I like the fried
sausage.
Yeah, no, I like those. I like the fried chicken too, like the chicken on the steak and the big pickles on the steak. Yeah, so
I don't know if they have them in Williamson County, but at the Wilson County Fair, which is coming up next weekend, there's a vendor there that does what some people call it walking tacos. It's basically taco in a bag.
In a bag.
With the
yes.
chips.
I've had that.
It's
so
awesome.
Good.
It is. It's no good for you.
I don't think I can handle going again, honestly.
Wait. At Williamson County Fair, did they have the banana derby? The banana derby?
No.
The monkeys that ride the dogs? and do races?
I don't know.
Oh, they had pig races though, right? Did you see the pig races?
No. I just watched my kids go on the rides, which incidentally...
And ate.
What?
And ate.
And ate.
You watched your kids go on the ride.
Oh, and I ate
yes.
while they went on the rides, yes. But what was really funny is we were waiting in line for this ride, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. This roller coaster goes upside down, like hangs there or whatever. And we're waiting in line, and all of a sudden we see this kid just lose his
Stop.
They had no, it's not gross. They had to stop the ride and like hose it down, and the people behind me were like, "Oh my gosh, it's broke," and I'm like, "It ain't broke." So I had to tell them what was going on, and they're like, "Ah!"
Oh wow!
That was fun.
Well, hey, we got a couple of events coming up we need to tell you about. 2 weeks from now, Saturday, August 29th. I'm going to be at the River City Comic Expo along with Dee and Nancy of Cosplay Collective. I'm going to be doing some panels, going to be selling some merch, and maybe, hopefully, something very special will be happening. We can announce that. Actually, I think
I have it?
You
I have
do.
it.
Now, we don't have a release date for this yet, but they have released the cover artwork for my first novel, Tales from the Flip Side. And this is the adventures of Big Daddy Cool and the Bombshell Kittens. And it is a 1920s, 30s, and 40s time travel sci-fi adventure. Magic, music, prohibition, showgirls, gangsters, monsters, masked vigilantes. You know, your normal novel type material.
Run of the mill, true story.
It is a true story. It's all 100% true. And, of course, written by me.
Truly made up.
And published by Pro Se Productions. And be looking out for that. Now, Dee, before we get into the meat of tonight's episode, I got to tell you, last week's episode, your re-debut with us, broke all of our first viewing debut numbers. As a matter of fact, our episode together last week had more views and more hits than all of our 20-plus episodes combined.
I don't even know what to say that. Yay!
You have got some fans out there.
I guess so.
And but we need you guys to let us know what you think about Dee. You need to send her some fan mail. Comixstravaganza@gmail.com.
Only nice fan mail.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what you really think. Just make up some stuff.
Well, if it's nice stuff, they should tell you what they really think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now, Dee, for our new fans who are not familiar with our previous work, they might not really understand the dynamic here. Because they might think, oh, this is a comic show. They both read comics. But that's not entirely true, is it? No. That's okay, though. Because what Dee lacks in comic book knowledge, she makes up for in pure fun and enthusiasm. And you love the movies.
Yeah, I love the movies.
Yeah.
And the characters. This is my favorite Superman.
Yeah, she loves Superman. She met Dean Cain. She stalked Dean Cain.
Did not stalk
Dean Cain put a restraining order out on her.
Not true.
Because she showed him her tattoo.
He showed me his first.
And
just say it.
A year
Look
later.
At that. No.
Dee,
Look
I
at
told
that
you.
picture.
A year later, we saw him at Wizard World. And
he does not look like he's in any threat in that picture.
No, but a year later, we ran into him at Wizard World. He's like, hey, that crazy blonde chick isn't with you, is she? He's like, she was stalking me. I swear to God, he said it. Dean Cain remembered you.
No.
Yes, he did.
No,
yes, he did. He's a cool guy, so I wouldn't expect anything less. But anyway, Dee, you love the movies. You love Superman. And once in a while, we'll coax you into reading a comic.
Only when you give them to me.
Only if I give them to her. Well, you know what? Here's my plan. Here's my idea.
So, okay, it's not that I don't like comic books. I love comic books. The thing is, I don't really understand a lot because of the the captions,
the way the flow and the page sequences go. Yeah,
it kind of confuses me, so I just kind of get frustrated and give up.
Well, here's my idea. Our sponsor is Comic Bento.
Okay.
And when the next bento box comes out next month, we're gonna do a live opening.
Okay.
On air. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna see what we get, and then I'm gonna give all of it to you.
All right.
And then every week when we come back, you'll tell us what out of that box for the next month.
Okay.
That you read.
Or tried to read.
Or tried to read. And we'll do a little mini review.
Okay.
And see how that goes. It's either going to be brilliant or like the sinking of the Titanic. It'll be fantastic. But while we're here,
can't wait.
Let's get down to business. Dee, what time is it? It's time for
new comics.
Yum! All right. So we got some printouts here. You've already held it up, so let's talk about this one. This is Lando #2, and this is the new Star Wars series featuring Lando Calrissian and his partner, Lobot. Now, I haven't read this issue yet. I did not get a preview copy of this yet, but issue #1 was brilliant. It's by Souley, Maliv, and Mounts. Alex Maliv is the artist on this, and he has become one of my favorite artists. He's got this really great, fluid, energetic style to him, but just a pinch of darkness. So you get that whole gambler, smuggler, underworld criminal element that Lando walks in. Because this is before Empire Strikes Back. It's after A New Hope, but before Empire Strikes Back. So we really get an idea of who he was before we see him on the screen. And it's canon, which means it's the official story that really happened. All right, what do we got next?
Just throw it away.
That's right. It's just paper. We'll kill a couple of trees. Who cares?
It's my paper.
Out this week on shelves this Wednesday, August the 19th, Wonder Woman, the George Perez Omnibus. Now,
I met him.
You did meet him. Now, you had to put a restraining order out on him, is what I heard. He likes to be a little bit close and loved on Dee a little bit. Yeah.
He's all kinds of kisses.
But he's a cool dude. He's a cool guy. And George...
He tried to take me home and adopt me. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. So his omnibus is out this week. It's a hardcover omnibus by DC. For those of you who don't know, back in the 80s, when DC rebooted their universe the first time, after Crisis on Infinite Earths, you had John Byrne doing his historic run on Man of Steel with Superman, but right next door was George Perez doing an equally impressive run with Wonder Woman. And I think Marv Wolfman was actually the writer on that. I could be wrong. But they did some awesome stuff. And some of the best Wonder Woman stories ever to be written. And really, kind of the seminal artist for Wonder Woman was George Perez. And so the collected edition, it's going to be a big fat volume. It's going to be looking great on your bookshelf. So pick that up. I'm sure it ain't going to be cheap, but you should get it.
Unlike my papers, you just keep throwing around all willy-nilly.
Yeah, well, you'll use it for something else. All right, Star Wars #8. This is a fantastic series. Marvel's doing a great job. Again, canon. It tells the story of our plucky heroes, Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca, after the events of A New Hope. We're in issue #8, and John Cassidy has stepped off the book as the main artist, and coming on with issue #8 is Stuart Immonen, and Stuart Immonen is one of my favorite artists right now. He has this kind of almost a Carmine Infantino, Howard Chaykin mashup style. You don't know what that means at all. But But what it means is that he's got this energy, and you feel the energy coming off the page. It feels like every panel there's motion, like it caught that still picture in motion. Do you know what I'm talking about? You're a photographer, so and you sense that something with energy is happening. That's the only way I can describe it. Star Wars #8, Luke is being basically tracked down by his father, Darth Vader. Wait, did I spoil it? Anyway, also out this week is another collected edition, hardcover edition, Betty Boop, the complete classic comic strip. Now, this is important because this is the first time the Sunday comics of Betty Boop have been collected into one volume, one edition. These are the Max Fleischer classics. But even more importantly, there's a new Betty Boop series coming from Dynamite later this year that's going to be an all-ages book. But if you want to catch up on Betty Boop's history, this is the one. Now, are you familiar at all with Betty Boop?
Yeah. My grandmother was obsessed with Betty Boop. So.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Well,
she's got like everything.
Well, but so, okay,
that
so
and Garfield.
well, most people though, okay, this is good. This is good. Most people think she's just this cute cartoon character. But Betty Boop, she was the original pop culture bad girl. Before Marilyn Monroe, before Madonna, it was Betty Boop and Mae West. And today we think of her as kind of just this cute kids cartoon. Back in the 20s and 30s, she was scandalous. Mm-hmm. She was a scandalous, I can't say the word, little, no, I can say the word. Well, I'm not going to because I'll get hate now. She was scandalous. And you know, she was actually, the censors tried to have her banned. You know, Betty Boop, collected edition. You can see what all the fuss is about this Wednesday, August the 19th. And finally, out this week, of course, you know, we can't pick, we can't show everything that's out this week. There's like 100 titles on shelves this week alone.
This show would be a really long show.
Yeah, so, you know, I try to pick the stuff that I've either read or had a preview of, or that I think is going to be pretty big and hot. Like, you know, Wonder Woman. Get it? Big and hot? Never mind. She's an Amazon. She's tall. She's smoking hot.
Okay, I get it.
But the book is big.
You know I'm a girl, right?
Yeah.
You know you're not talking to a guy, right?
Well, I know. I know. But you usually agree with me about these things. Anyway, so I try to pick things that I think are interesting or going to be a big seller, or maybe that not everybody else knows about, so that we can clue you guys in so you can find something new. This one has flown under the radar. It's Shadow, Midnight in Moscow. It is coming out in a collected edition this Wednesday. This is by Howard Chaykin, written and drawn by Howard Chaykin. And this is one of those guys who, you know, I talk about it a lot. When you see an artist doing what they were born to do, he was born to draw the shadow. He was born to do the shadow. And this is not his first Shadow series. It's not his first, you know, crack at the shadow, but it's really, really good. It takes place in the early 50s in Moscow at the start, or the you know, kind of the precursor to the Cold War. So you got a lot of intrigue, espionage, and whatnot. And Howard Chaykin's awesome art. You can get it in a collected edition this Wednesday. Put it on your bookshelf and tell everyone you're cool because you got Shadow, Midnight in Moscow. And for those of you who are into the diesel punk stuff like I am the diesel punk prophet of pop culture after all, this fits that criteria. It's contemporary in origin, has the visual aesthetics of the diesel era, the 20s through the 40s, and it's got sci-fi, fantasy. That makes it punk. You learned something new, right? So that's it for new comics. That's it for
that's it.
yeah. You know, It's short. We're just giving you bite-sized little nuggets. But if you like what you saw here, go check them out in the local comic book shop. Go to your local comic shop and browse, find something cool. If you don't have a local comic book shop near you, you can go online to comicshoplocator.com and find one near you. Or all of the titles that I just spotlighted are also available on digital through Comixology.com. Yes, I'm a big fan of Comixology. I'm a big fan of digital because not everyone has a local comic book shop near them. I mean, you live out in Tornado Alley. There's the closest comic book shop to you is 30 minutes away.
Yep.
And so for someone who lives in your area,
the closest anything to me is 30 minutes away.
Well, no, you've got Publix and Sonic. They don't call it Publix though. They call it the mall.
Oh.
I went by. That's where everyone's hanging out. You got the teenagers out front smoking and drinking.
That's at Sonic.
Maybe both places.
Hey,
oh wait, yeah,
got robbed
yeah. I heard, held up, like right after we left.
I know. I'm like, John, what did you do?
It could have been me. I need the cash. Oh, I shouldn't say that. They're gonna show up at my house tonight. Mr. Pyka, we need to have a conversation with some reinforcements. But, oh, I forgot. Today, releasing today on Comixology, speaking of Comixology, Bombshells #2, Part 1, Chapter 1. It's a digital first release. I spotlighted Bombshells number 1 last week. Number 2, first chapter is available on Comixology, 99 cents. The full book will be available on shelves in 3 weeks. But you can go to Comixology right now and check out the best book of the year for 99 cents. It's pretty awesome. Anything else, baby doll?
I got nothing.
You got tons of stuff.
Not about comic books.
Well, all right. Well, guys and gals, that's it for this show. Send us your email at comicstravaganza@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook, not just the Comicstravaganza page, but the D-Bar-T page and the Big Daddy Cool page and the Darth Lee page and all of the pages. and we would really appreciate that. And until the next time, swing hard, swing often. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, Mr. Cameraman, come turn off the camera.